guys, so I wanted to share really quickly my devotion from today coming out of the book of Daniel, and it is concerning the three Hebrew boys, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. So they had refused to bow down to King Nebuchadnezzar's order of worshiping the idol that he had set up for them. So we're just going to take a look at Shadrach and Meshach and Abednego's reply. They said, "If we are thrown into the blazing furnace, the God we serve is able to deliver us from it, and he will deliver us from your majesty's hand." And this is the best part. "But even if he does not, we want you to know, King Nebuchadnezzar, your majesty, that we will not serve your gods or worship the image of gold you have set up." They said they would not worship the image of gold for any reason, even if God did not deliver them. They were determined to obey God, and they trusted in God to protect their souls, even if the fire killed them and burned them up. Many people expect realistic compensation for their actions, but Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego declared that they would obey God no matter what happened. What incredible faith. And God protected them from the fire when they refused to compromise their faith. I've always enjoyed that story about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego because it's just like, man, how many of us are willing to get thrown in a fire? And because we're, our mindset, or most people's mindsets, are like, God, if you do this for me, I'll do this or whatever. And you kind of try to bargain with God. But they were like, no, we're not bound down. And even if God don't come through for us, we're still not bound down, And they was just trusting that he would. But if he didn't, that is some strong faith right there. And because of that faith, because the word says without faith, it is impossible to please the Lord. God just wants us to have enough faith to believe that he will do what he said he will do. So, yeah, it's just like, are we willing to put our faith out there and trust God when it costs us something? Are we willing to get thrown in the fire? When everything's going all good, easy breezy for us, we can talk a big talk, talk our faith and all that. But when the rubber meets the road, when it really comes down to, okay, let's put this faith in action. Like, I think about Isaac when God told him to take his son to, Abraham, my bad. When God told Abraham to take his son to go get sacrifice on the altar, Abraham just like willingly was going to go do it. And he had faith as well, great faith, because he told the other men that were with him, we'll be back. Him and Isaac would be back. Like, he knew somehow, some way, like even if he had to sacrifice him, somehow he just knew God's going to make a way because God had promised him the son. So why would God take this son away? So he just knew if he took him away, then he'll somehow give the son back or something. He didn't know how it was going to go down, but he just had enough faith and trusted and believed. And I think that's a lot of our problem, is we try to figure out, well, how is God going to do it? We're trying to figure out something that we should take our hands off of because we're expecting God to act in a realistic way, and God works in miraculous ways. When you put that faith into action, miraculous things happen. You just have to have faith. Stay with that faith and believe. And then just like, I know God's going to come through. Somehow, some way, he's going to come through. And especially, with the promises that God has promised us. If he made a promise, you can rest assured that he'll fulfill that promise. Don't know how, and we need to stop trying to figure out how, but he will fulfill the promises that he has made. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. A lot of times when the devotionals hit me a certain way, I just want to share it because I feel compelled to just speak on it, coming from, just life experience that I've had. And, if I can, share something that can be helpful towards you, or just a reminder to say, you know what, because sometimes these videos, you can like open up your YouTube and you could be going through something, and just at that right time you come across a video that speaks to you. What I'm posting today may not reach someone today, but maybe a week, a month, a year, who knows? Someone can be blessed by this video and just know, yeah, that's right. I'm not just gonna trust God and have faith when things are good. I'm gonna have faith when I don't see the outcome, when I don't know what's gonna happen, when things look wobbly, when things look like they're about to break. I'm just gonna have faith. And again, I just love when they say, but even if God doesn't, we're still not gonna bow down. So we have to have that kind of mentality that even if God doesn't, we're still going to yet trust him and believe him and have faith. And you're probably thinking, well, why would I, you know, well, because you have to make up in your mind whose side you're going to be on. You're going to either be on the Lord's side or going to be on the world side. So if you're going to be on the Lord's side, then you got to stand and just stand firm in that, in your belief. So if you're going to stand for God, stand for God. Choose you this day whom you will serve. Will it be God or man? So, anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in my next one. Peace out.